That Stranger Things documentary is insulting. And I don't think people are angry enough at what we're witnessing right now. 2 weeks ago, I called the Duffer brothers cowards, but the sheer amount of incompetence and arrogance that we have all witnessed over the last 2 weeks has been nothing short of abominable. Stranger Things Season 5 had years to be written, and they had the audacity to give an unfinished story to the people that needed to make this come to life and say, go do your job, go to work. What bothers me so much is the fact that these guys are multi-millionaires, okay? Whether Stranger Things Season 5 was good or not, sure, it affects their legacy, but as far as what they're going to be eating tomorrow, it doesn't matter. These guys are set for life. Their kids are set for life. Their grandkids are set for life. Meanwhile, you have the overwhelming majority, 99% of artists that are alive in this world and throughout history never saw anything, didn't receive any fruits for their labor. And these people work tirelessly, endlessly. They just go and go and go and give so much and receive nothing in terms of capital from the world. Just doing it for the love of the game. And it's a beautiful experience. But the truth is, you need money in this world to survive. And many of these artists, friends that I have personally, I know their art would benefit if they were in a better financial situation. And the fact that the Duffers were given over $400 million, just no reins off, completely ruleless. You can do whatever you want, just make it good. And they didn't even make a fully completed product. Forget about good or bad. It wasn't done, okay? We can talk about the fact that they may have used AI, there may have been a writer in the dark that wasn't there for the final seasons, but that's all speculation. Objectively speaking, that was a half-assed job. They did not give their best. I am a nobody, okay? Nobody. I have a YouTube channel with 12,500 subscribers. It is my pride and joy. I love it so much. A few months back, right around when I was around hitting 9 or 10K, I took a second and realized that holy shit, even if it's small, I have an audience that comes to my content. And I looked at myself and I was just like, fuck, I'm cutting corners. I'm not giving this the time it deserves. I'm not giving my fans my best. So I made a post and said, I haven't done my best before. I've cut corners. I've released videos when I knew they weren't done. I've released videos with audio that could have been better. I've made editing choices that were lazy. So I said, hey, give me more time between each videos. I want to make them longer, and I want to give you my best for every single video, because that's what you all deserve, and that's what I deserve. As a creator, as someone who loves the art and the art of making art, I deserve to give you my best, and I deserve to give myself my best work. I have a good friend who's been working on a video game alone for years. And he has such a great idea, and he's worked so hard on the character designs and the lore and the story that he wants to tell. He spent hundreds of thousands of hours detailing everything about this game that he is in the process of creating solo. He's dedicated thousands of dollars to this and received nothing in return. And the truth is, and he's told me this, he doesn't think he ever will, but he just wants to do it for him because he loves the process of making this game. And he wants people to experience it in whatever way they possibly can. And if he doesn't make any money off of it, sure, he'd like to, but as long as it's just made, he loves it as his baby, he will be content. He will be happy. That is doing something for the love of the game. That is art. What the Duffer brothers gave us this season was not. It was half-assed. Let me show you something real quick. This is one of my friends, who is one of the most exquisite artists, specifically in the A Song of Ice and Fire community. This artwork is beautiful, and it takes them hours. They pour their heart and soul out into these pieces. They've given me things that it's taken them hours of work for free, just for the love of the game, to share ideas, to think creatively, and just be a creative person. How much do you think they charge for this work that takes them hours, and not even just the art itself, but the hundreds of hours they've put into getting to this point to begin with? How much? $50. That's not even a full tank of gas. And I told them that they could charge $200 for this, $250. You could frame this, you could put this on your wall. And they were like, no, that feels so wrong. Even $50 feels like too much. I don't want to screw people out of their money. I just want them to be happy. That is a goddamn artist. The Duffer brothers are multi-millionaires. Could have created anything, could have done something groundbreaking, could have made something spectacular. And again, forget about good or bad, it wasn't finished. They just said, fuck it, we're done, we don't know. And they have people telling them, like, it's not like they were alone on this. They have people explaining to them decisions that could have been made to make the product better. Crickets. They did not give a shit. I watched someone be like, hey, there really should be some demogorgons, some demodogs, some demobats in the final battle. And the screen pans to them and they're literally scratching their heads like, okay, I guess that person just wasted their breath. Why are they even there? Why are you even sitting next to them if you're not going to consider what they're saying? And then to come online and do these interviews and start blaming people for their reactions, asking for, be generous with us. I'm not feeling good. I'm sick, yada, yada, yada. How tone deaf can you be? How many people right now are starving, can't afford food, can't afford to pay their bills, can't keep the lights on, have to worry about what they're going to do so their child can eat tomorrow? Also, not to mention the fact that people are just being shot in the face in the street. But I digress. People telling you that your half-assed product is half-assed, that's breaking your spirit, buddy. What a absolute catastrophe. And yes, I'm obviously pissed off right now because I know what you can do for people when you make something powerful. When you take a story and you give a outstanding message and you pour your heart and soul into that story and have something to say, you can change lives. And these were people who could have done a lot. They had essentially infinite resources and they played it not only safe, but didn't even finish it. That is cowardly, and it's just, wow. I just can't imagine being in their position. I can't imagine the people that I work with and I communicate with having what they have and not giving it everything. I just can't. Genuinely shameful.